In 2015, the legacy HR help desk system was moving to the cloud. However, that solution did not offer the functionality and data security that the HR team were looking for. At the same time, we were looking to harmonise our IT service desks across Europe. We constructed the business case around both demands and decided that ServiceNow was ideal for our requirements.
Primarily, our decision to implement ServiceNow was driven by all of the functionality that it offers us. We were looking for a platform that would enable our business, enable our HR function, but most importantly, enable our employees. ServiceNow offers us that functionality. Allied to that, it has a vast array of language capabilities which would support future deployments, which we have subsequently followed across our European region and internationally.
First off is the speed we could deliver the solution. We went from idea inception to live service in 3 months by configuring the standard ServiceNow product to meet the specific needs of the UK and IHR team. This let us quickly start realising value while continuing to build and expand the services that the solution supports. In 2017, we did a major overhaul of our Ask HR service to scale it up for European use. Our speed of configuration has improved dramatically. We can roll out services and enhancements more quickly, improving the employee experience and supporting our HR service desk team. Doing this makes it easier and more efficient for our technical team to support and maintain the platform and applications.
ServiceNow has given us simplicity and real-time visibility. It allows our entire HR function to streamline the resolution process for every employee request. We now can see what's going on in the team, how we're serving our employees, what's most requested, and what's of most value. So ultimately, we're now able to make informed decisions based on what we can see.
Right from the start, we collaborate with the business to capture requirements, discuss solution options, and configure the platform to ensure that we deliver the right product for the business first time. We frequently review the platform configuration to identify if what works well in one application can be shared with other applications. We do some customization, but we manage this through a rigorously controlled development process to keep the applications supportable and to ensure that we can maintain adherence to our twice-yearly major upgrade cycle.
We've been able to use a multifaceted approach when designing the user experience. Possibly the most successful feature has been the live chat function. We enabled it back in 2020 and it's been a game changer for HR ever since. It allows instant tracked interaction between customer and employee, but at the employee's convenience. This feature assisted thousands during the pandemic and has quickly become one of our employees' favoured contact methods. We've also implemented customized status notifications to keep our employees informed and updated throughout the request. And we've enabled the CSAT function, allowing our employees to feed back after every resolution. This 360-degree tool has allowed us to ultimately begin co-designing new processes with the employee. That's been invaluable to the overall user experience.
When we were implementing ServiceNow, we recognised that the user experience was going to be one of the main measures of whether or not this was adopted and successful or not. What we have found is that there were two broad groups. There were those colleagues who were quick adopters of this new platform and wanted to make maximum use of it. There were a group of colleagues who longed for the days when they could deal with a point of contact, a named person, someone that they had worked with for many years. So it was through working with that group, understanding their concerns, but also understanding what it is that they wanted from their service, that we were able to adapt the deployment so that it best matched our user needs, provided them with a user experience that became so compelling they wanted to become adopters, and they've since become advocates.
ServiceNow has really propelled HR service delivery to become the live pulse of the employee. Through its call reporting and dashboards, it's providing on-demand visibility of team and individual performances across the board. Using similar reports and analytics, we can now provide real-time insights and emerging trends across HR topics and services and feed those up the chain and laterally to other business areas for data-led decision making. For example, recent trend analysis highlighted increased demand from our first-time line managers regarding the more operational onboarding of new joiners. We spotted the spike and quickly responded with targeted operational training. We rolled this out, upskilled new line managers, and ultimately improved the onboarding experience for our new joiners.
We put the employee experience central to the decision to deploy ServiceNow and how we've evolved the platform since its deployment. Employee experience is such an important part of how things get done in any organization. Inconsistency in that experience, or if it's hard for things to get done, for colleagues to get the services they need when they need them, inhibits our organization's ability to perform. ServiceNow has unblocked a huge number of those channels. It's delivered a consistent employee experience, not just within HR, but it's been extended across many of our internal functions. So how things get done consistently, when required, and on demand in a manner that allows employees to really understand how to get what they need to enable them in their role, and ultimately that allows our organization to perform.
ServiceNow definitely empowers our teams. The simplified HR experience has resulted in first-time resolutions being on average 30% faster. This in turn has freed up HR service delivery to absorb more work from other areas, all while being able to reduce our headcount by 20% in the last 4 years. The CSAT survey shows on average 95% of our customers are happy with our service 95% of the time. That in itself has empowered our team. Continuous improvement, including exploring all out-of-the-box functionality available with each new release to maximize automation and reduce manual effort. In short, do more with less.